Hi, I'm Ginger Lapid-Bogda, and I'm going to share with you three main areas that are not as obvious about understanding Enneagram 4s. Now, Enneagram 4s are, of course, in some ways not easy to understand because they're so complex, and yet they're quite easy to understand, and that's what they most want. Now, that's obvious, but what's not obvious? Well, the first thing is that they identify with their feelings so much that they believe they are their feelings. Now, that's obvious. But when you define yourself by your feelings, you get attached to your feelings, and since feelings can shift and change like the waves come and go, there can be kind of a floating sense of self. Okay, maybe that's obvious, but what isn't so obvious about the feelings is that underneath those feelings, that the four things I am, my feelings, are really deeper feelings that are more their deepest feelings. So it's not that the feelings they experience on a daily basis are not real or true, they are, but there's a deeper level of feeling way underneath that. And many fours find that very surprising to learn, but then it's like, oh, what's that? And I think it's important for those of us who are not fours to also understand that the deepest feelings are the things that really drive them. All right, that's the first area. The second area that may not be so obvious is that they have a deep sort of sense of anger. I learned this first from Claudio Naranjo when I went to one of his programs, and he was talking about how deeply angry fours are. And this is how he explained it. It made a lot of sense to me. He said, fours are angry because they know what they need, and they don't believe they're going to get it, and they're angry about that. So they keep trying to get their needs met, and they really believe they're not going to, so they kind of get angry, and it builds up. It's this idea of perpetual needs are clear, but I'm not going to get it. It doesn't matter what I do, and I have to go after it, or I have to just sit there and not get it. Whereas many other types kind of know what they need, like 8s, and they kind of grab it. That's okay. That's what they do. 2s get out of touch with what they need, so they don't have to grab it or know it, and then they don't get as angry about it, because if I don't know what my needs are, I'm not as angry about not getting them met. So, but this level of anger that is very interesting, is very important for fours to kind of work with. The third area is something related to many fours I know at some deeper level wonder about, and it sort of perplexes them, what is my real contribution? What is my real, it's not just purpose, but what is my, special genius gift? Even if I'm artistic, whatever, it's like they kind of wonder about that what is it that and a lot of them will come to realize that it's their deep level of compassion and feeling. And they can turn their own depth of feeling that they have inside themselves about their own lives, and they open it up to really feeling other people without projecting the force feelings onto other people, but can really resonate and feel the other person's. The level of empathy and compassion that fours have is really astounding and a wonder to behold. So those are three areas I think might be helpful in understanding what's not quite so obvious about Enneagram 4s.